Good afternoon, and welcome to the University of Nebraska High School 2023 graduation. We are so excited to have you here, and we appreciate that you are celebrating this group of students and the more than 200 students that they represent who are graduating from our school all across the globe. So if you are participating remotely or here with us today, just know that you are really appreciated. I'm Barbara Shusha, and I'm the director of the University of Nebraska High School. And it is, I would say, the best job in the world because it is an opportunity to contribute to some really, really excellent human beings. So when you're here today, get to know us. Spend some time after the ceremony looking for anyone who is wearing one of these. It's a University of Nebraska High School professional. And I personally want to thank all of them for making this day happen. Not just today, but for all of the work, whether they were curriculum professionals designing the courses, or teachers teaching the courses, or any one of the administrative professionals who do the actual hard work of dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, making sure that students have graduated, watching all the policy. It's pretty fun work. So, graduates, how are you feeling? Good? Okay, lower your shoulders down from your ears, breathe out. All the hard work is finished. So today is really a celebration day. So to help us celebrate, we have a graduation speaker. Lauren Silverman Durbin is the communications manager of the Lead Center of the Performing Arts. And the Lead Center of the Performing Arts here is a world-class facility that is all about expression and creativity and bringing the arts and also speakers and information to our community. So I'm very happy that Lauren's with us today, and I'll invite her up to present.
Thank you. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I took a poll online, and families, you can play along here. People who graduated high school at least 10 years ago, I asked them two questions. Did they remember? Did they have a graduation speaker? And if so, do you remember anything they said? Dozens of people answered. Most people didn't remember if there was even a person at their graduation. So, I don't know if that means the pressure is completely off for me right now, or if there's even more, because I want to say something you'll remember. But here's what I decided. I wanted to do something a little different here in the few minutes we have together in hopes that maybe something will stick with you or at least make the best use of your time. I'm not going to give you any grand proclamations about life. Instead, I want to give you 10 things that you can use either right now or in the next couple of years, immediate stuff that will help you. Then I'm going to wrap up with the dirty little secret of being an adult, because officially that's why we're here, right? Okay, so number one, everybody, no matter how impressive they seem, is just a person getting through their day. This is something I learned. I was hired as a news anchor. I came to Nebraska when I was 22 years old. I was straight out of college, and all of a sudden I was in rooms making requests of senators and governors and generals. And I cannot tell you how many doors were opened to me because I spoke to people like they were just people. When in doubt, talk about food. In my current position, I speak with artists, sometimes my personal heroes, that are terrifying individuals because they're so impressive. My go-to is to ask them since they've been in town, what's the best restaurant they've eaten at? Everybody likes to talk about food. Not only will you open a door and start a conversation, you might also get a great recommendation for a good restaurant. But always remember, nobody's too good to just have a conversation with you. That said, if you are going to college, talk to your professors like they are people getting through their day, because they are just people getting through their day. If you're starting a job, talk to your boss like a person getting through their day. I teach classes at the UNL College of Journalism, and I can generally tell within a class period or two who's going to do well in the course because there's somebody who's talked to me as the person in the front of the room. And it is not in any way about kissing up or anything like that at all. Although it does make them stick in my brain, so later when they have questions, I have a face to attach to it. But it's the fact that people who will take a moment to connect to another human being will advocate for themselves, and most of the time, those are the people who care enough to follow through and do the work. In any interview, a job, an internship, whatever it is, and you're probably going to have some of those over the next couple years, always walk into the room with 2 or 3 questions prepared. What's your typical day like? And why do you enjoy working here? Are great ones. Not only are those good things you should know before starting a new situation, but also, just like most people enjoy talking about food, most people, whether they will admit it or not, love to talk about themselves. I once got an amazing internship that I was completely underqualified for. And a few months later, once I had become kind of friendly with my supervisor, I asked her why she had hired me. And she said, all I remember is I had a great time in your interview. Friends, I just asked her questions about herself. She spoke 3 times as much as I did. She told me all about her job. And then she hired me because what she remembered was, that was really enjoyable. She did all the work. After every job interview, send a thank you note. Just an email, and do it within the hour. Once you get home, sit down and just send a nice note to whoever you just spoke to, thank them for their time, and tell them you're excited to learn more. This sounds so obvious, but as someone who's hired a lot of people, you'll be the only person who does it, and it will make a difference, I promise you. If you don't already know how, ask one of your parents or really just anybody who seems old to you how to leave a voicemail. This is not a joke. So many people I know, both college students I know and parents, realize that their child gets to college and doesn't know how to leave a voicemail because it's just not that relevant. It will become relevant. Your mom shouldn't need to make your dentist appointment. And now that you're 18, probably your parents can't look into that kind of stuff for you. But seriously, learn to leave a voicemail. If you believe you belong in any room, people will treat you like you belong in that room. If you don't believe it yet, act like you belong in that room until you believe it. Not to be cocky, but you have just as much right to be in any room as anybody else. Similarly, when people offer to help you, take them up on it. If someone in your chosen field offers to connect you with somebody that they think you should know, or recommends an internship or an opportunity that they think would be good for you, follow up. Most people won't. Most people won't follow up on those offers for help, and that is another way that you can get ahead. And yes, you might have to leave a voicemail in order to do that, so it'll be good to know. Once you use those connections, and ask those questions and send the thank you note and get the job, there will be taxes taken out of your paycheck. When I was a news anchor, I so distinctly remember the day one of our brand new straight out of college reporters came into the newsroom sobbing because she had just gotten her first paycheck and it was much smaller than she'd expected. She had taken her annual salary, divided by 12, and rented an apartment based on that number. If you didn't know that, just look it up before you get a job. Remember that we are essentially just houseplants with complicated emotions. Before you decide that everything is awful, make sure you have eaten and gotten sunlight that day. We need water, we need walks. A shocking number of problems will seem better after a short walk or a glass of water or a nap. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Now, number 10 is, as promised, the dirty little secret of adulthood, and that is that you'll never feel fully like an adult. You will never feel like you have all of the answers you need in order to do the next thing. There will always be some part of you that feels like you're kind of winging it. Most of us, no matter how put together we can make it look from the outside, are just making it up as we go along. Your parents learned how to parent while parenting. Teachers learned how to teach while teaching. The people at the very height of the fields that you want to go into got there while being not totally sure they were ready or fully knew what they were doing. I remember the time when my son was a toddler, and the first time I said, if you don't stop, then, and I realized I had no idea what was going to come at the end of the sentence. I just was hoping he was going to stop and I wouldn't have to figure it out. And that was when I realized that that was true of my parents. I had a whole revelation that nobody had handed a guidebook to my parents either. They were making it up as they were going along. I know I promised there would be no big life lessons, but I guess I do have one. Don't wait until you're not afraid. Don't wait until you're absolutely sure. Whatever it is that you're going to do next, whatever it is that you want to do next, whatever the big dream is, do it scared. Learn to differentiate between your gut, which really is a reliable guide, and your lizard brain, which can be a big, fat, ugly liar. You are already farther along than many other graduates because you've proven you're willing to take an unconventional path, one that a lot of people would probably consider scary. Because, for whatever reason, it was the right thing for you. So keep that. Keep going. Do scary things, even if they involve having to leave a voicemail. So thank you for listening. Congratulations, and I wish you every success and happiness.
Lauren, thank you very much for those words. Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Storr, principal of the University of Nebraska High School. It is truly my honor and privilege to address and acknowledge our students present here today and throughout the world watching via live stream TV, our distinguished graduates of the class of 2023. I am somewhat like the graduates here today. This is my first graduation ceremony at the University of Nebraska High School, as I am just completing my first year as principal here at UNHS. Graduates, this is such an exciting time for you, for your parents, and for your family. We at the University of Nebraska High School also enjoy this day more than any other during the year. We have enjoyed partnering with you, helping you, guiding you to this day so that you may reach your goal of graduation. This graduation day has been a long time coming. Many years of academic work to get to this point when you can achieve your high school diploma. Your commitment, your hard work have led you to this point in your life where after today, there will be new challenges ahead. It could be moving into college or university, the military, business ownership, or the workforce. But whatever that next phase of your life will be, you are prepared to meet those challenges and be successful. Graduation day is finally here. After your graduation, the class is now consisting of over 200 students around the world, spanning the entire globe, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, Asia. As a school, this meets one of our goals. We have a very large, diverse student population that attends and graduates from the University of Nebraska High School. The diverse students bring to our school, both culturally and geographically, is something that we do not take lightly at UNHS, but in fact embrace the many backgrounds, age groups, and cultures that attend UNHS. It is an honor to have you earn your diploma with the University of Nebraska High School. Part of this great celebration, and we should celebrate each and every one of you, is to recognize the efforts, determination, persistence, and resiliency that you have shown throughout your academic coursework. I would like to focus on the last word, resiliency. It certainly could not have been easy to stay focused, complete your coursework while a worldwide pandemic, COVID-19, was occurring. Your resiliency is enough to work through the struggles, stay the course, reach your goal of completing your high school career. You certainly needed to be self-motivated, organized, and at times independent to earn this amazing accomplishment. You have met the challenges head-on, dealt with them in a positive manner, were persistent enough to work through so that it paid off in the end, and we are so proud of you. We want to say congratulations, and I'm sure your parents and family are very proud of you as well. I would like to take a minute here to say thank you to our UNHS teachers, administrators, advisors, office staff, and our entire team for their diligence and daily support to help each student to reach their goal of graduation. When you work in education, you obviously need to love to work with students. We have a staff that truly enjoys their time and work with each student that enters our school. Students, if you have a moment today, or maybe even tomorrow, I encourage you to reach out to someone that helped you along the way and say thank you. We all know that we cannot do this alone. We need a little help along the way. Also, more than anyone else, you need to say thank you to your parents for all the support they've given you throughout your academic career. Think back to kindergarten. Maybe it was 5th grade, the start of high school. I'm sure your parents were alongside of you, encouraging you, helping you, giving their best advice. Maybe you didn't want to hear it at the time, but they were there to support you, and you should say thank you because you have reached this day of getting your diploma. My challenge to all the graduates is to make a difference with people. Do things for others along the way going forward. Whether it is within your family, maybe it's your community, your country, or maybe even perhaps the entire world. Do something that will help someone else's life and you as well. Make their life better so that we may all grow and live in a better world in the coming future. We must work together to be successful. As the principal of the University of Nebraska High School, and in accordance with policies and procedures issued by the University of Nebraska High School, the UNHS members of the class of 2023 have completed all their graduation requirements established by the University of Nebraska High School, the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, the Nebraska State Department of Education, and the accreditation approval of Cognia, and hereby recognize on this day, Friday, June 16th, in the year 2023, to receive their high school diploma at this time. We would like to begin reading the names of the graduates that are present at the ceremony with us today. Graduates, will you please come to the front of the stage one by one when your name is read and receive your diploma. Samuel Bissell. Emily Borgman. Jade Boozman. Jezelyn Granboys. Paige Hoyt. Samuel Iwanski. Abigail Lane. Lillian Marshall. Sloan McCammond. Lewis Morton.
We're so proud of you.
Sophia Parr. Jaden Roof.
Your dad loves you.
Sheridan Searcy. Congratulations. UNHS students, please stand. If you are wearing your cap and gown, or if you do not, use your imagination. I now ask you to move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side, signifying you are now an official graduate of the University of Nebraska High School class of 2023. Okay. You have earned this moment and everything that comes with it. Continue building on what you have learned and accomplished. The world is waiting for you and your talents. Use them well, and as I said earlier, use them to make a difference. Continue your successes for the benefit of many. Our high school has been in existence since 1929, and you are now an alum of our school. We all believe, as I hope you do, as you make a decision about your post-high school education plans, that you will give consideration to coming to the University of Nebraska. Our partnership and affiliation with the Board of Regents, the President's Office of the University, and its staff have been nothing but positive throughout the years of our school's existence. We believe your experience at the University of Nebraska would be positive and a world-class higher education. On behalf of all of us at the University of Nebraska High School, we look forward to hearing and reading great things about you as you continue life's journey. Once again, congratulations. I wish you nothing but health and safety and tremendous success as a UNHS alum. We do something a little special here, and it's nice, but we allow and would love to have any student that wants to come to the mic and say a student expression about something, their experience at the University of Nebraska High School. They don't have to, it's all voluntary, but we would more than be happy. The mic is theirs for right now, so if there's anybody in the front row that would like to, just one by one, we can do that.
Hi, I'm Paige Hoy, and I really want to thank my mom for putting up with everything that I've been through. She put up with so much. And my dad for spending late nights working on my essays and helping me so much. And the rest of my family, although they never really understood my school system or how it worked, they still supported me through it. I would also like to thank the teachers here for truly helping me. Throughout elementary school, I was a dyslexic disaster. And I lost my passion for quite a few of the classes that I was taking at the time. And they were somehow able to reignite my passion for English, history, science, and so many other things. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's helped me get here.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sam Bissell from Kearney. First off, I would like to thank God, number one, for everything in my life wouldn't be possible without him. Second, I would like to thank my parents for always being by my side, always supporting me through everything. It hasn't been easy getting here, but we made it. Second, I would like to thank everyone in attendance that I have here. It means a lot that you came. And thank you to all the family watching at home. And lastly, I would like to thank UNHS. Thank you for putting this on. It's really kind that we get to come and have an in-person graduation. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sloan. I'm from Omaha. I'd like to thank my family for helping me through this. I'd really like to thank my mother for strong-arming me into doing school when I really wanted to sleep in. I'd like to thank my dad for helping me through the math that I just found struggling. And I'd like to do a special shout-out to my friends who will never let me forget that I was homeschooled. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jaden. I want to thank my grandparents that aren't here. My grandma was a huge part of my life, and she's the only reason I've made it here today. My mom, thank you. To my dad, I wish you were here. I wish you were here to see me accomplish everything that I've done. Chris, thank you so much. I know you're not here, but that vacation was super important. But thank you very much to this school as well. Thank you for even allowing me to have a chance. I struggled a lot my junior year. To my sister, I love you. My junior year was probably my hardest. My sister's boyfriend committed suicide, and in that October as well of the same year, she attempted, and I'm just glad you're here. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm happy I'm finally done with this. It's been a long time coming. I'd like to thank my family over here, the faculty. Thank you very much for putting this together. And, my sister goes here. I'm not really thinking of going here, but she goes here. So, that give me any brownie points, yeah? Is that it? Well, thank you very much for listening to me, and I'd like to end it off with one more thing. Come on, Dad, stand up and take a bow, yeah. Come on. Come on. You've all seen Austin Powers. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you all. I really appreciate you making the effort to be here today and celebrating with us. And for everyone here, again, thank you so much for your support. We have here in the room some hospitality behind, so I hope that you will stay and have some cake and get to know people. Strike up a conversation again with any of us wearing this. There's an opportunity here for family photos if you would like to take some photos there. There's information in here about the professional photos if you would want to order any of those later. And we'll process out, and then I'm going to ask the graduates, now I can call you graduates, not students. I'll ask the graduates then after we process out to return here for the group photo. So thank you. All right.